You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
Warning: adult topics and content. You must be legal age of majority in your location to view. We are an educational, informative talk show, and our hosts may express their opinions passionately using explicit language. No offense is intended. Take a break and tune in for some great cannabis and psychedelic chit-chat. Learn what's going on in the cannabis industry, find out what's new on the review, and enjoy a laugh or two. Join us for today's Tokin Talk here on the Pace Radio Network with Reverend Cindy and Green Irene.
Hello, and welcome to Tokin Talk. Irene's not here with me. We'll be in fairly soon, and Al has graciously offered to host for her. I have my miter saw and my miter saw guide out here trying to make a certain type of medical equipment type thing, and I realized when I was cutting my miter saw, I cut my table.
Oh, no.
And that's why that's what I discovered as we just got started. It's not too bad. It's because it's just in the plastic that's kind of like the wrist guard. I can bring you here and show it. Where'd it go? Back this way. Right here. Right along here.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. Yeah.
That's what I did before the show.
Oh,
cut my desk.
Aren't you lucky? Yeah. Just so everybody knows, I'm just filling in for Green Irene while she's busy doing something. Should be along in probably the next 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm sorry for distracting myself by cutting my desk. I really do apologize for that. But we are just proving that we are live here on paceradio.net.
I'd much rather it be your desk than yourself.
Yes, that is true.
Right.
That is true. Well, isn't that funny? I guess I should be more careful.
Yeah. Well, accidents do happen, but at least you didn't get hurt. That's the main thing. Nothing like cutting yourself, especially with a saw.
Yeah, well, that would hurt a lot. That's a serrated edge, right?
Oh, okay. One of those saws.
Yeah. Just a little tiny miter saw.
Just enough to let you know that, oops, I made a mistake.
Leona says hello to both of us.
Hi, Leona. How you doing?
Oh my goodness, yeah. So now that I'm over my my miter saw incident here, that's terrible. That's terrible. You just got home from Toronto.
Yes, yeah. On the weekend there, actually Friday, Green Irene and myself, we went down to Toronto to the exhibition grounds, to the Inner Care building, to check out the Can Expo that was going on there, as well as to participate in the awards, the Cannabis Influencer Awards that the network was nominated for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
we went down there, checked out the place, got to meet some people that were past guests on the Pace Radio show. So that was good to do, and be able to talk to people face to face.
Yep.
In person instead of face to face on the computer. And we walked around, did some interviews as well for CBG. Ran over that network, and we had a good time.
Excellent. I saw a lot of pictures being posted by a lot of people. There were a lot of folks there. Tracy Moray, Jackie Childs.
Yeah, we saw Jackie while we were there. There was, what I would say is, we saw a lot maybe more grassroots people, like because the Friday when we were there, it was the Influencer Awards. And a lot of that was grassroots driven advocacy from those people that were named in those things. And that brought a lot of, I would say, grassroots people to the event, especially on the Friday. Like the stands. I took a picture from the stage, and I don't know if there was a chair or maybe a couple of chairs that might have been empty out in front of the stage for the awards.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was Yeah, no, that was fantastic. So we did not win. We were nominated, but we did not win. Who won in our category?
The High Ladies did.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're from, I believe, it's Central Ontario here, and I sent them a mess. I went over and congratulated them afterwards, and then I sent them a message on Instagram and
Nice.
congratulated them there as well. And yeah,
Fantastic.
I'll have to get to know them. So
Wicked.
yeah,
Wicked.
they well, from my understanding, they're probably within an hour's drive of me. From the way
Oh, well, they're
I
not
don't know
far
where
from
they're
you at
actually
all.
the home base. Pardon me?
They're not far from you at all.
No, 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 no. But that was the one thing that the awards was set up to do, was to bring awareness to, the cannabis advocacy and stuff that's going on,
Yep.
and for people to find out about new people and others that are doing these things. For example, you know the high ladies. I honestly I'd never had heard of them until these nominations came through, and to find out that they've been going for 4 years and they've got somewhere around 10 or 11,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
that they had been around for a long time, but I didn't realize they had been that long. Um,
4 years. Yeah, 4 years, and
wow.
they got all those followers. So. Um, Obviously they got a lot of followers on that end, and that got participated. I know when they started the awards, it was the Delinquent Stoners, 11 and Winnie, and they did a real good job. There was a lot of laughter from the crowd and stuff like that. And they said,
Yeah.
how come you guys aren't nominated for the podcast awards? Is that's what he said. People were asking him, how come you guys aren't nominated? But because of the fact that they were doing it, and they just basically wanted to, they stepped aside in order to be able to do the show, is the way I took it as the
And
broadcast, right?
apparently there were, like, I mean, we only got to see 5 or 6 for each category, but apparently there were like a lot more nominations than that, you
Yes.
were saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I was getting to, was that they said that there was over 100 nominees for the 7 categories, and there was over 10,000 um, votes that were placed, or submissions that were placed. Yeah. So there was a lot of people that were involved in it. Um, as far as, involved in submitting in things and everything. So
So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a
even if
finalist.
somebody had sent your name in and nominated you, that doesn't necessarily mean that you ended up on that list to be voted for.
Correct. Yeah. 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 Exactly.
Interesting. So
So
it was a many.
if they got hundreds of nominations, or over 100 nominations for these awards, then obviously not everybody who was nominated got listed as finalists. So that's the key there too, is finalists.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it was good. They had some cooking going on.
Nice.
Kelly and the crew there from KGL TV, they did a great job up there on the stage.
Wicked.
Kept things going, talking and stuff and filling in. Now, the award show started a little bit late, but what event ever starts exactly on time or ahead of time, right?
Especially a cannabis event.
Yeah, and it all ran along and seemed pretty smooth that I know of. So, and I got personally myself, I got to talk to some people I hadn't talked to in quite a while, and then we got some people that we talk to at every event that we go to, like Val and Matt from Shadow Riser.
Yeah, I saw they
Every
were there.
time, every time we go to an event, they're there,
Yep.
and then we always have a good chit chat. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and they had
But
they had a eating area where you could go in, and like a coffee bar where you could get
nice.
coffee, and then they had a place where you could get sandwiches and stuff that was there selling sandwiches. was another lady who did smoothies. That was there. She had a bunch of smoothies. They were all sort of as if they were pre-made,
Wow.
and they were frozen, and then she threw them into the blender and did the whole thing to them. And then there was another booth that could be controversial at a cannabis event, but nevertheless, it's something that is offered to the patrons of the event, and that is that you could buy some alcohol beverages while you're there as well.
Yes.
So
Yes, there are different views on whether we should have alcohol at cannabis events, and everybody has an opinion on it.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now they didn't have, like when we went to the Kind Winter Fair, or the Kind, and the Kind Summer Fair. They had areas that were sesh areas where people could go and sit around in chairs or whatever, and they're outside, for smoking. They didn't have that, but there was that doesn't stop one from being created.
No.
and and as always, there
No.
was one that was created out front. There was lots of people that were standing out there and shooting shit and talking and sharing doobies and having a good time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
yeah.
I'm still not. I'm still not sure. I agree with an alcohol booth being at a cannabis event, but that is just one person's opinion.
Yeah. Well, I know like there's some places, example like Edmonton, where they are, having they're sort of like they're allowing permitting outdoor events, sort of like having a beer tent. They're going to allow some cannabis events, and then there was some just recently here in Ontario, which got controversial over the last week, and that was at the Chamber of Commerce here in Ontario, as you know from doing the news there on Thursday, that they recommended that that the province allows cannabis lounges to be outdoors, and the premier spoke up and he said that he doesn't like the idea of that smoke waffling across the street or around the neighborhoods and bothering children and minors and so on and so forth. And if they want to smoke if they want to do their stuff, they can do it elsewhere. Wow.
So give us back all the lounges we had in Toronto, then, buddy.
Yeah. The problem there is a smoke-free Ontario Act, right? So there's no reason, I don't see a reason why they couldn't amend it to allow the lounges to be set up. Like, for example, Vapor Central had up to like 7 filters within that place. And I know Vapor in the Lake had them sitting in the corners. The stuff could be vented outside. There's no problem there. I know part of it is the Smoke-Free Act is there to also protect employees. And if you restrict the employees to people like if you can hire somebody who's experienced on a job, why couldn't you hire somebody who's experienced at consuming cannabis to work in a vapor lounge? So you're already assuming that they're already smoking.
Yep.
Right. So, but so the premier is against outdoor vapor lounges. One way to solve that is to allow the indoor lounges. Nobody complained about the smell outside when we had indoor vapor lounges. Nobody. Yeah. Now we also here in Ontario and Ford's government made this decision when cannabis was legalized, and that was to allow out public consumption. Walking down the sidewalk or whatever. Like obviously there's things like parks and stuff like that, but there's places where you can't even smoke here in Canada walking down the sidewalk. So if you can smoke a joint walking down the sidewalk, why can't you sit in a chair nearby? It's like the outdoor patios. You're not allowed to smoke tobacco on an outdoor patio, but what stops the guy or a person from getting out of the chair? Most outdoor patios have a doorway or a gate there. You open the gate, just walk over there and light your cigarette and still have your conversation with your friends at the table.
Yep. And the cigarette smoke is still going to go wherever it was going to go.
Correct.
You're outdoors.
Correct. Yeah. Exactly. Some people say, well, and I can see this probably happening if they ever do allow them, an indoor end version. It's the edible market and beverages versus the smoking and vapor.
Yeah.
Some people say that's not. They don't think that is a viable option, and
Oh
they
yeah.
probably got very good points there with that. But you got to think of a bar. What is happening at a bar? You got a band playing and people sitting around drinking beer, right?
Yep.
Or drinking shots of rye or whatever. So you're someone sitting there drinking a can of beverage, watching a band. What's the difference? It's just what's in the can, right? Or what's in the
Yeah.
bottle, or what's in the glass.
Yep. Yep. I still think it's going to be a while before we see these things legally, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
really enjoy the one that we have left in Toronto, Planet Paradise.
yeah.
And then, of course, when I head out to British Columbia, there is in Vancouver, there are the two that are grandfathered in. Of course, that's the Amsterdam Cafe and Cannabis Culture.
Yeah. Now, do they have to have any type of research license or anything? I know here in Ontario, that's partially what. I mean, there's one other lounge out there as well. I caught the name there over the weekend, but that's just what they're glad is something to do with a research license, and that's where Vapor Central ended up when they finally closed it. They had a research license as well.
Yeah, they had that posted outside. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but if there's if they want if the government wanted research, they've had 20 years to do that. They could have asked patients 20 years ago to say, "Hey, do you want to participate in our survey, and to help with getting some information or some research stuff on cannabis?" Actually, next week, I got invited to a seminar in order to see the results of a patient survey that I participated in 2020, and they sent me. I forgot all about it. I received an email the other day that informing me about this thing that's going to happen online, and I'm more than welcome to participate and see the results of that survey. So I'll be
Interesting.
on it. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it's a Zoom end of thing. So if I like to be able to broadcast it, but I don't know if I'll be able to broadcast it or not. But I might be able to record it somehow and then do it later.
Well, it's a survey online, but can't you then maybe do it through StreamYard then, even if you
Well,
just record it?
yeah, it depends on what. I got to check again to see what they're sending it out on. Because the feed's coming from them, right? So
Yeah.
whether I can record it at my end, I don't know. They can
Well,
record
yeah,
it,
but
and
you can
actually,
you can you can
to tell you
add
the
it to
truth,
the room as a page and hit
yeah.
record up in the corner.
Oh, I have to look into that. Oh. Yeah. Oh, as a destination, maybe. Eh? Now
Yeah.
now just so you know, as memory strikes, this will air afterwards. It'll be available on YouTube afterwards as well. So
Yep.
it will be available. But it'd be nice to be able to actually broadcast over the network. But maybe not. But at least still make it available and share it around, right? That way
Yep.
others can see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So see
Absolutely.
what happens.
We have a dispensary down here,
Hmm.
in on Indigenous land in a little area called Millbrook here in Nova Scotia, and when I go down there, they have 20 and $30 ounces.
Wow. Really, eh?
And we take a look at them, and if one strikes our fancy, we usually get it. We got this one last time we were there called Blue Con, and it was a $30 ounce, and it is burning just beautiful.
I can see it. I can see the resin line going on there.
Yep.
Excuse me, I got the hiccups.
Yep. Crazy for a $30 ounce, right?
Mhm.
$30 for an ounce.
Yeah, I know, eh? I recently I saw a sign on a business that said $28 ounces, 3 for $75. And 70, like, that's basically a quarter pound that people have been paying $500 and $600 for. Now you can get it for $75. You know, you could pick up that fourth ounce, and walk out with a quarter pound for $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear
I-
16-year-old Cindy. Girl.
Yeah, because like, you know, when I got involved in all this, is, you know, patient wise and stuff like that, you know, an ounce was $250.
Oh, fucking easy.
Yeah.
And that was on a day that everybody was in a good mood, and you know, if everybody was in a bad mood, 300 to 350 at least here in Nova Scotia anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Years
Yeah.
ago.
You know, it just doesn't. It's just so hard to think, like, you know, even a pound. You know, you get a pound for $300 to $500. That's what people were getting for quarter pounds.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
you know, it's
How the times have
you know,
changed,
like
because
for the patient, it's good. You know,
yep.
because then they can now. Not saying that's top quality stuff or whatever. You know, I don't know what products like you know, you're consuming some right there right now. It's burning. You can see that there's a resin line on your paper.
Yep. For $30 an ounce. $1 a gram, basically.
Back a gram. Yeah. Yeah. And what's it look like? Do you got buds or is it all
No, it's all, I
blue?
only have one more joint of it left, and so it's all broke up and rolled now. But I mean, you know,
Okay.
it was a dark forest green, but I mean, it had all kinds of sugar on it. There was all kinds of you know, of oh my goodness, I want to
Trichomes.
say terpenes, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
Trichomes.
Trichromes,
No.
thank you. And they were just glistening. So it wasn't tumbled. It was obviously hand trimmed. Not great, but it was hand trimmed. So yeah. Hey, Carolyn. So yeah, like, I mean, it's had a great smell about it, and I
Yeah.
was really impressed. Like, I mean, this in other places would have been like a $70 ounce easy, if not more.
Even $70. Just it
It's
wasn't
terrible.
that long ago.
No, it's terrible that you know, if somebody tries to sell me an ounce for $150, I'm kind of like, well, that's expensive.
I know.
25-year-old
Exactly.
Cindy would be like, take the fucking
Take
deal.
it. Take it. Yeah, exactly. And now it's just like, what the fuck? Really? Is that cheap?
Yeah,
And yeah, it's just like it's as if the bottom fell out of the price at some point, and it's just, you know, yeah.
I don't
You
even
know,
know where it happened.
I can see why. I can see where patients, you know, if they could access something that worked for them, as
Yeah,
long as they had a steady supply, you know, why they may say, well, fuck it, I'm not gonna grow. Why am I gonna spend all that time, so on and so forth, and money when I can
that's
get it
what I'm
less
saying.
by buying it, you know, in this large quantity.
Yeah. It all changed for me when I went out last July to speak at the Cannabis Day event out in BC.
Mm-hmm.
And before and after I spoke, I was walking around, and like there were $30 and $40 ounces, and I'm talking like high end quads. Like, I mean, we're talking 4As, if not higher. This stuff was the best. And I came home with a fucking suitcase full of weed because, like, I mean, I can't get that in Nova Scotia, right? So, you
No,
know,
no.
and yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I mean, why would I want to grow for myself when I can have quite literally a variety of anything I want for that quality for that cost?
Yeah, yeah.
Why would
No,
I
I also
grow my shitty weed?
see, another thing to look at as well is, okay, you say you go through an ounce a week, or let's say you're prescribed medicinally, you're prescribed 4 grams a day, or even 5 grams a day. You're going just over an ounce a week. So in a month, it costs you between $400 and $500 for your meds. I feel I can grow cheaper than that for $500 a month, but obviously it doesn't count the work. But some people look at the work as medicinal as well. It's therapeutic in
Yep.
order to be able to work in your garden.
Yep.
Right?
I mean, I like to grow a little bit, just to have the love of working with it. But I also like a variety of strains, and it really does. It depends on what I'm feeling to what I'm smoking. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that ability to do that, like to grow 20 or 30 or 40 different strains, and to
Yeah.
have them at the quality that I can get them for when I'm in BC. So why would I even try
Yeah, I
if
know
I
what you
can get it
mean.
for $40 an ounce?
$40 ounces. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there's pros and cons that probably both ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to at least like growing it, as I say, when you grow it, you know what you're doing. You know what's going into it. That doesn't necessarily mean that everything is right that's going into it, but you know what's going into it.
Yeah.
It's like if you make yourself an apple pie, you know what you're putting into your apple pie, not like when you buy it from the store, you don't know what to put in it, right?
Yeah. 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 No, and that's true, right? And I can't say that I know the people out west, but I mean I've met them on more
Yeah,
than one occasion. And I always go back to the same people when I'm there because I like
yeah,
what they grow and I know that it's clean. So I don't
yeah.
know them, but I know the cannabis. The first time I took a
Yeah, and that's just as important. Is to know the cannabis as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hi May,
still burning.
welcome. What was that, Al?
I see that thing is just a smoking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's burning quite nice.
Yeah, yeah. Did you say hello, Irene?
I said hello to May. May, why not? She just joined
Oh,
us.
okay. All right. Sorry. See, I don't see her.
Are you seeing something I'm not, Cindy?
Yeah, it's it's just it's a matter of time. I would think. It's will the cannabis prices remain as they are, or will they eventually go back up? Like there at the beginning of COVID, the gas prices plummeted, and
Yeah.
now they're back,
Yeah.
choking us off again.
Oh, May's husband was a member of the BC Craft Cannabis.
Oh, okay. The Craft
Very
Cannabis
awesome.
Association.
Craft Cannabis, the what?
Yeah, I know there was a Craft Cannabis Association. I don't know whether it's the same thing or not.
Yes. Yes, she says. Yes.
Yes, there you go. Okay, yeah, I've got my screen blown up, so I'm not seeing it in the comments.
Oh, okay. Irene is here. I'm going to bring her. She's waving to me, so now I know she's ready. So
Oh,
hello.
yeah. Look at the line that she puts in under her name.
Is late.
Is late.
Irene is late. Yes, sorry guys. I haven't done a full set of nails on someone in a little while. And hello Leona, hello May, hello everybody. But unfortunately, because if it's like anything, any skill, right? If you haven't done it in a while, you're slower at it. Whereas if you're doing 1 or 2 sets a day, it's quick. It's that 2 hours. I took 4 hours.
Wow.
And you know what? It's a French. It shouldn't have taken me that long. It's just I'm so irritated with you right now.
How was the customer, the client?
Oh, great.
Oh, good. They were good for 4 hours then, eh?
Yeah, no. Fortunately, she's a friend of mine. She's actually the biological mother of 2 of my children, my stepchildren, my 2 boys that you hear me talk about, Nick and Danny. She's the biological mom.
Okay.
It was funny when we were younger. She, like I'd always say, yeah, I got 3 boys and a girl, and they'd look at my 3 boys and go, "How the fuck did you get that out of you?" And I'd say, "I borrowed someone else's uterus." Diane would have all 4 kids, and she'd say, how do you respond to that?
Well, Irene has arrived just in time for a medication break.
Thank God, because I need one.
He needs one. So we are going to be back in about just under 3 minutes, and we're going to run off and have a medication break, and then we're going to come back with Irene, and we're going to chat, and we're going to give some stuff away, and we're going to announce more giveaways, and we're going to do all the fun stuff. So we'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Pace Radio is the people advocating cannabis education radio network.
Are you a cannabis content creator? Are you looking for a place to have your content seen? If you answer yes to both questions, then you need to check out cbgtv.com. CBGTV broadcasting to a worldwide audience. Find us at cbgtv.com.
Are you watching television on Roku, Fire, maybe an Apple TV or even Chromecast? If you are, then download the Boxcast app and search for CBGTV.
Did you know that the Pace Radio Network isn't just a radio network? That's right, because most, but not all of our programming is now done via video and is then podcasted at paceradio.net. So if you want to watch our programming, you'll find us on the Pace Radio Network's Facebook page, plus the show's own page, and you'll find us live on the network's YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can find it all, video and audio, at paceradio.net.
Legacy 420 have an awesome array of cannabis-infused beverages, from pop to Nature's Nectar's teas, all in amazing flavors. What a selection! We even have a delicious mango-infused juice, and let me tell you, it's delicious.
Everything is infused in-house, so we buy our syrup from, the same place where everybody else buys their syrup for their pop, and the infusion is done in the lab. It's all canned here, labeled here, produced 100% on Tyndonega.
We have 2 lines of drinks. One's called our Nature's Nectar. That was our original line that we came out with. And then we also have a line under the Red E brand. We have them in 10 milligrams, 30 milligram, and 60 milligram cans.
What a great selection for a get-together with friends or after a long day. Remember, if you want to wet your whistle with on-site lab-tested products, come see your trusted partner. Legacy 420 out on your road.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Oh, what perfect timing for that exhale. That was beautiful. Welcome back. This is Tokin Talk here on Pace Radio, cbgtv.com. We broadcast to Facebook. I don't have notes in front of me. YouTube, LinkedIn,
Twitter.
Thank you. I knew there was one more.
Instagram.
Okay, ladies.
Instagram.
I stuck around. I stuck around during the commercial break, so I could say goodbye to you. No problems filling in. Give me a shout anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you after the broadcast, Irene, so
Yes.
we can deal with that email issue.
Yes, we've
Ciao,
got a whole
Leona.
bunch more work. I've got another 4 hours of work ahead of me.
That's right. That's right. Okay, ladies.
All right,
Bye-bye.
well, thanks, Al. Ciao for
Bye.
now.
Leona.
Yes, I did get your address. It doesn't matter where you send it to me. Sooner or later, it shows up in my email or in my messenger. Honestly, I swear, I need help. I need help to get all of my shit that's here, there. I need it all pulled together because I've got one ass. It's really tiny, and I'm trying to ride a pack of horses.
You need me to come out for a week and organize your office, hey?
Yes. Come stay with me, Cindy. You've been here now. I can make up a bed for you. We can blow one up even.
Pull everything together and get it organized into one spot, and then just keep putting everything into that one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here on another note, I got some really exciting news. Now, I'm hoping you have do you have this week's giveaway?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, good. So in coming weeks, I will have some of these because I just finished packing. I just finished packaging and cataloging. I'm got all the pictures done, got all the content done. Now I'm just trying to now I've got to get them all uploaded to the website. But look at some of the pieces that I have just finished off. So this one's called the Purple Glitz set.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm not wearing mine, but it's right here.
Oh, very cool.
I have my set.
Purple Glitz set. And then I did, oh my gosh, some gorgeous little bronze. It's this. Oh, yes, there it is. Very nice.
Never far away.
And so they're in silver. So all of these will be available on the website soon. But in addition to that, I'm also going to be giving some away in the near future. Look at that one. That's one of my favorites too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I had my favorite somewhere, and oh goodness gracious. Oh, this one. Look at this. I love how that one came out.
Nice.
Doesn't that just have the most beautiful wave in it? It's got like a real hazy kind of woo la la. And it, honestly, I think they look better in person than they do on camera or in pictures. My fucking joint went out again. I am just wired. Can you guys tell?
I can't tell at all. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're going to breathe in. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep. I need another one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Better?
Way better. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, between nails, kids, puppies, graphic design, video design, uploading, downloading, writing, and oh, fuck, you know what I just realized? I didn't eat supper. That's why my belly hurts.
Supper is usually a good thing to make sure that you eat, for sure.
Right.
Sure.
I love your name, May. Why not? I'll tell you a story. Back in the days, my very early days of becoming a woman, and I was in my 20s and out partying, I used to give the name that my name was May B. Maybe. Hi, and who are you? May. May who? Maybe. So I love May. Why not? I love it.
Nice. Yeah. Yep. Why not? Why are you doing that? Well, why not?
Thank you, May. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I love doing it, and I find it very relaxing. I don't know about anybody else, but insomnia is a challenge for me. And I can usually get it under control, except for when I've got a team of horses to drive home. And when I'm driving home a team, I don't sleep very well. So what I do find that art, and whether it's making jewelry or putting together, these are not mine, and I don't know if you can see any of mine around. I don't know where they all are, but I do a lot of painting on canvas as well. And I really enjoy that. I find it's very meditative. It's very whoosh. It's woosah. I don't know what else it is. Woosah, maybe not. I love it.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? What's up, ladies? Well, not Irene being on time.
Irene was perfectly on time for the commercial break. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I was. Do you know what, May? I love to knit and I love to crochet. I can't do the knitting anymore because of my fingers. Like they just, I can only get so far before the pain starts to radiate up my arms, and that's using cannabis coconut oil. So I do find knitting and crocheting more of a challenge now, but I still love to sew. I hand sew, needlepoint, cross stitch, but I love getting on my sewing machine. I don't know what it is, but there's something, I don't know, there's something homey about getting on there and putting my patches together. It feels like, I don't know, cookies in Nanny's kitchen kind of thing when I start getting those patches going. You know, it's like zzz, it's just the right. Oh, so your hubby makes topicals. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I make my own topicals. They're not shelf sturdy by any stretch of the imagination, and they are most certainly not retail worthy as far as my topicals and my. Have you tried them yet, Cindy?
No, I haven't. I've actually, I've got the ones of Steve still are going, so I've been using those.
Very nice. Very nice. MDMA psychotherapy in Arizona. Cool, Mike. Now, again, this is Cindy's realm.
Mike, we should chat, Mike. That's really amazing. I'm going to be having Mike. I'm having a session with Miriam on April, probably 16th ish, out in BC. And I will be able to like get her information personally and pass that on to you. So I haven't forgotten. I just want you to know. I will hit you up on DM. We should chat. I'm all curious to how that went and everything.
Very cool. And yeah, it was in the Karma Cup this year. He was in the Karma Cup. Your husband's topicals. Very, very cool. Oh, you got another one. Look at you, good girl. Hey, we got company, guys. Ashley Vibes is. Hey, I can't say. See, Green Irene is on the scene. Rhymes. Ashley Vibes. What?
Ashley just vibes.
Okay, you might want to get in. There we go. There. You can pull up that chair too if you want. What are you puffing on?
Same thing.
Oh, but just a fancy. See? She rolled the black one tonight.
Nice.
Well, Papa did. You just didn't see it because it blended in. And I was like, oh, that's the one I'm bringing in. Now I got a reason to go say hi.
Is Papa coming in?
He's still with the, oh my God, I'm filthy dirty. No, he went outside with the dogs.
Oh, okay. And that's the other thing too, is that adorable little puppy.
Puppies are so much work.
Oh my God. Well,
So
and
much
he's mostly Papa's work. Like, really, but it's that constant whine. It's that whine in the middle of the night. It wakes you up 3-4 times in the night. He's doing really, really well. Such a smart breed. He's already, he knows to go to the door. He'll get there. And if you don't see him, he says, fuck it, and comes back and finds a paper,
He chewed through my finger today.
He bit at
It's like double the size it should be.
But he's like shark mouth, right? So he gets all excited and he jumps to play. So we've got that whole down, no. And you know how hard that is to do with a puppy because they got those beautiful little puppy eyes and you just want to go, no. Not that helps. So you don't. You do that. And you feel like a bitch for the next month.
Yeah, well, he's got to learn. As hard as it is on you guys, he's got to learn.
Well, and that's it. Teach him the manners now so he's not a problem later. And the breed that he's an Alapaha blue blood bulldog, right? So they are big. They're guardians. They can be in the wrong hands. They can be aggressive and mean, but any dog can, in my opinion. Like a Chihuahua can be aggressive and mean. And if it wasn't for their size, most of them would probably be put. I love my Chihuahuas, but really they were assholes,
Yeah. So I'm going to jump into, because we are just watching the time here. I'm going to jump into what next week's giveaway is. And then Irene can take over with last week's giveaway. I have your wheel ready for you. So you don't have to worry about any of that. While Al was talking to us about the Can Expo, I played around in the background and got it ready. So next week I am going to give away. I have a couple of packs of papers here to give away, as well as some filters, as well as a little pack of Icy Pot and another pack of papers in there. This is donated by Asia Moon, and she is running the 420 Cup out in Vancouver this April, and I'm pretty excited. My kit is on the way, so we will be talking about that soon. I also, again, donated by Asia, we have a Medtainer, and there might be something in that Medtainer. Just saying.
Yeah, just never. No. Hello, Louise. Hello, Carolyn. Yeah, he is a beautiful dog.
So, to win this, I mean, all you have to do is email us. I have to get back to the right buttons because I wasn't there. You have to email us at teandtoke@hotmail.com. That is TEANDTOKE@hotmail.com. And tell us, what is your favorite paper brand, rolling paper brand? Well, you've got all kinds of choices: Gringo, Raw, Skunk, Gize, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Mine personally is Gize. I don't know about anybody else, but email us TEANDTOKE@hotmail.com by next Sunday evening, and you can be in on the draw. And just tell us, what is your favorite brand of rolling paper? Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
Very cool.
That's all of this.
Yay! And yeah, we don't make the questions challenging because really we just want to make sure that you're a human being and not a robot.
Yes. And I was not here last week, unfortunately, but Irene did have a giveaway, and I will let her talk about that. And I've got her wheel ready when she's ready for me to bring it up and click the buttons.
Okay, let me show you what we're giving away. I do believe I have something to say. Oh, that goes with that. That's something else. I do believe, and if anybody's out there here from last week and I'm missing something, please tell me because I'd like to make sure it's in the package. My office is maybe I come back to my old office. It's just you know what? It's more peaceful here, and I prefer it. So okay, we've got this great little stash box that can sit up this way. Now, notably, with this stash box, I've got it pulled open, prepared. But notably, with this stash box, after you take your stash out, you can roll on top. You can roll on it if you'd like. And inside, we have oh, jewelry piece. Imagine that. Oh, look at Cindy. She's all excited about it. And this little stash box. So it holds a couple of these.
Oh, she's showing her stash box.
Very cool. Yes. And that comes.
I should bring mine on one time too. I got a first.
That would be nice. And it holds two of these really nicely. So if you like homegrown, I have a little bit left to share. So those go in there just like that. And there's your stash box. And then here we have a little bag from Green Irene's THC. And inside there is some stuff from what came from, from Al, but from, help me out here.
Campbellford Lifestyle.
Thank you. So I'm dumping the bag. I have 2 joints on the go. There was knocking on my door, and you know what? It's been like that since Friday. Okay,
I can't wait to see you.
Okay, so the bag is empty now.
It's empty. Empty bag.
Empty bag. Inside, to help you smoke those joints that are inside of your little doobie tubie, is a glow in the dark roach clip. Because I like to be nice. I don't know. This is just a sticker. I can't remember who these guys were. But I got them at I got a load of these stickers. This is like the last of the last left. And I got that at Karma Cup in 2017.
It's been a minute then.
This is a sticker from the boys at the Den in Midland. Great store right on Highway 93 in the Giant Tiger Mall. Can't miss it. Go in, talk to the boys. They're really informative, and they gave me a couple of stickers. And then this stuff comes from Camelford Lifestyle. They donated to Al a box full of goodies, and Cindy divided that box with me. And yeah, so here we have, excellent, right? So here we have some from Elements. I've decided to put it together an Elements package here. And this turns into a tray. Right? You can fold it up into a tray. It's got nice little magnets on it. But there's your papers, and there's your filters, and there's a wonderful little elastic to hold it all in place for you. In addition to that, we have this one, which I'm, again, papers and filters wrapped in an elastic from Elements. And then also from Elements, just some plain old big papers to roll a blunt. Whoop, whoop. And some really cool shaped filters. So whoever does win this, please roll a joint and show us how these filters worked out for you. Okay, because like I would really like to see that. I think this is specifically for rolling cones, right? Like when you do a different stuff. So this is really cool. They're already pre-shaped for you. Nice big papers. Yeah, roll us a joint, show us the pictures. I'd love to see it. And that is the prize package from last week. And Cindy graciously has put everything together on the wheel for us. And these are our entries from last week. And Nida, Bonnie, Mike, Kimberly, Leota, yay! Good luck, everybody. Good
Here
luck.
we go.
Da, 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 da! Nida! Congratulations, Nida! Please send me your, not your email address. That isn't going to do me any good.
Mailing address, please.
Yes, please email us your mailing address. Know that because it's coming from me, it could take up to 3-4 weeks. I am really slow on the take. It's just I wait till there's a good pile of it because as you've heard, my days are like swamped. So what I do is I wait till I have a nice big pile of stuff and I, that usually takes about anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Once I have that, I then go hit the mail. She hates it when she sees me coming. I'm telling you, this woman is behind the counter and she's like, oh, la, la, la. And then she sees me and goes, I watch her face do it every time. And it's like, why do you hate me? And then I dump all these boxes on her and say, none of them are weighed. I have no idea. And I know why she hates me. Oh, but what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too funny.
So this is the package that'll go out to Nida.
Nada, actually.
Nada? Is that how
Nada.
you pronounce it? Okay,
Yep.
cool. That's it's a really pretty name.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. It's
She's a beautiful lady too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Have you ever really met? Yeah, okay, I did when I was a teenager, I'm sure of it. But as an adult, do you really find you ever meet somebody that's genuinely not beautiful? Like, I can find almost something nice in everybody, including the lunatic on the corner who talks to the squirrels. It's
He's the
nice.
squirrel's best friend.
Hey, he scared the daylights out of me one day. I heard a horrible argument taking place. I thought, my good Lord, what's happening down there? Like, I thought some old man was being attacked. I look over and he's yelling at somebody, except I don't see anybody except for a squirrel. And then he promised to make the squirrel suffer. So.
Oh, no. The poor squirrel. What a sin.
Oh, what are you going to do, right? Oh, you know what? I try to lighten the sadnesses of society with a little bit of laughter and humor, because no matter where you are or what you're doing, if you can't laugh, life sucks. right?
Yep.
So find the laughter, find the joy, keep the zest alive.
I just had some arthritic pain going on in my finger, so I was just kind of like, whew, I'm good now.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Now it's spring, right? So all the damp weather, and it's damp, it's wet, it's not. It's so nice that it's right. Humor is the best medicine, and oh my God, I love a great laugh. Okay, does anybody else use humor to like in the form of NLP, like mapping over stuff or hypnosis or anything like that? Okay, so let me get to the point. I have a tendency to preconceive certain things. Like I have preconceptions. So in order to, like, you hear something and you think, oh yeah, I already know where this is going to go. To stop myself from doing that, I did an NLP treatment, and it's, anybody else know the song, that oh my God, Sugarland does it, and it's Stuck on You. Okay, it's a song by Sugarland. It's called Stuck on You. And when you listen to the lyrics, it sounds like this woman is just so madly in love and they're happy and everything's wonderful. And that is a preconception, because when you actually watch the video, she's stalking this guy. She kidnaps this guy. And she's ridiculously humorous about it. But in reality, it's like, it helped me catch myself about having preconceptions about things. If I take something offensively or sadly or negatively, my new first instinct is to ask a question, because I don't have enough information. There's got to be something nice there. For example, Buddy goes into the therapist's office and says to the therapist, I'm here because I need to quit beating my wife. Most people would pick up the phone and start dialing the cops. He's beating his wife, domestic abuse, right? Because that's what he said. But preconceptions. What he means is his marriage is at stake because him and his wife enjoy doing all kinds of things together. He's just better at everything. And she knows when he tries to let her win. So they have to figure out a way to get around this, which is why he's in therapy.
Yep. Yep.
And the lesson of the day. Be careful lighting your joints on candles. I have no idea where all the lighters are, and I'm not running around looking for one.
That does bring us to the time where we have to say farewell until next week. We are at that time. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. We are brought to you, of course, by Pace Radio, cbgtv.com. We are brought to you on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, through the apps on the BoxNet app on Roku, and my brain's just not coming with it right now. I need to make notes of this.
No, there is so many of them, Cindy. It's not your brain. We are really genuinely broadcasting everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
So seriously, type in CBG TV, type in Tokin Talks, CBG TV, or Pace Radio Network. You'll find us. You'll find us on any of the apps. If you have a preference for an app, you'll find us on that app. And if you don't, let us know. We'll get it to you somehow.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20, it's so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420, enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products, make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyendinaga Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Are you a cannabis content creator? Are you looking for a place to have your content seen? If you answer yes to both questions, then you need to check out cbgtv.com. CBG TV broadcasting to a worldwide audience. Find us at cbgtv.com.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.